I'm already excited. This will be a fun drive, I'm pretty sure. It looks interesting. How is everybody? Just three people here, but that's fine. I'm gonna start in a minute because I wanna start at 7:45. And by the way, I have a glimpse in 30 seconds. I have a glimpse running. It's in the uh, description below. Uh, So let's all start. 14 seconds, then I start. So we start at 7:45. That's okay. Trip is reset. Yes, everything is reset. From start. Hi, Kevin. And it is. Let's start. 7:45. 1,000 kilometers in the Mercedes EQA. Good morning, Alex. This will be a really fun drive. I'm excited about that. I did the Rockobi test a few days ago in the evening, and it was fun. This car is fun to drive, just how it behaves, quietness, comfortableness, and then on top, it charges very well. I mean, 110 kilowatt and 100 kilowatt up or 90 kilowatt up to 80%. And even at 90% I saw 60 or above 60 kilowatt. That's just awesome. First leg is to Ionity Neumarkt, my typical spot where I charge. I will drive top speed as fast as possible. That's my strategy. Charge fast, drive fast. I want to beat Walter's time. Walter did 10 hours 34 minutes, but with traffic jam. Good morning, Ron. For you it's evening, right? Um, with Walter there was a lot of traffic, a lot of construction. It's possible there's a lot of construction here too. And yes, I could go together. Be careful, Stefix! I could go one stretch back and forth all the time, but it's boring to watch, boring to see, and I think it should be a trip. I don't know, that's just my opinion. That's how I'm doing it. 11 p.m., go to bed. Right away, I demand you. But let's go, no more speed limit. We're going fast. GoPro turn on. GoPro turn on. Come on. It'll work. That's top speed, 163. And it's of course louder than with 110. But it's still okay. I think it's still okay. Let's turn you off. You off. Energy flow, 96% already. Morning from London. That's the GoPro not turn on. Microphone works. Sorry, way too early for me to talk. That's why I get this stuff in my throat and then I cough it up all the time. I know it's annoying. Believe me. Yeah, but driving this car at 160 is just the same as in the ID3. Very precise, very comfortable, no problem at all. It's really nice. I like it a lot. GoPro turn on! Yeah, thank you. On the uphill. That's nice. Hey Inigo, good morning to Denmark. Why is the GoPro not turning on? You have to press it. From Oslo. Yeah, Björn is doing his Lexus live stream right now, so we're competing. Right? There we go. GoPro is recording now. GoPro start recording. Yeah, it does. Good, light is on. I won't buy a Lexus. I only saw the ending of his live stream with the Lexus, that only 200 kilometers of range. With his range test, that's a bit weak. We want Chris. This car is more interesting. I have to say, I've driven it now for a few days. I did my Rakobi test, so my consumption runs, and yes, it's high consumption, but it drives really nice. Has more space than I thought, and it handles everything very nicely. It's a bit underpowered in front wheel drive. I would want rear wheel drive or all wheel drive, but other than that, when it comes to driving, this is very close to the ID.3 in comfortableness and also stability. It's very, very nice. I like it a lot. I'm very, very surprised. It's an SUV and I don't like SUVs, but totally fine. Totally fine. It's 165 kilometers to the charger. There is a construction in between in Regensburg for 10 kilometers or so. That's why I'm driving top speed, because it's just fine. Right now, instant consumption is 350, but that's instant. My average consumption is even higher because I was going up the hill. Average speed is amazing, 124. See if everything is there as I want it to. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. From reset, from start. Sound is okay, I hope. I have the microphone here as usual. Charging on the other side. I have my second phone here. I have, by the way, I have Glimpse running. There's a link in the description below where you can follow. When you click that link, you should see where I am. And I want to see how accurate it is, because maybe if someone wants to look, I'm driving by the exit to Hofkirchen, Gauham, Vilshofen, Iging. Has your wife been in the EQA? Yes, she has. Thank you, Andy. Yes, she's been in the car to drive to work Wednesday and Thursday. She hates the rims, those bronze rims, and I don't like them either. They're not good looking. Seats too big, I assume. She hasn't told me yet. We'll see in our Cindy's Thoughts video. We always keep it as a surprise. I want to do this next weekend. 22 people watched, 23, but only 8 likes. I get it that it's way too early to like something, but come on, let's like. I will be annoying. Oh, it doesn't have a steering wheel heater. I'm surprised about that. Otherwise, this car is packed fully, has everything. There's a few features in here that I think oh, thank you, Andy Staff. €3. That's nice. Thank you for your donation. It has really a lot of features that the ID.3 can't have. And then we have electric lift gate, so the trunk opens electrically. You have memory seats, even kind of a massage function, but the ID.3 has that too. We have surround 360 für das Croissant nicht. For the croissant, the next charger. No, I have food with me. I won't spend anything today. Even charging is paid by Mercedes. I have a card, that's nice. I love when press cars are delivered with a charging card. So Renault didn't do it. All the Twingo tests and the last summer tests with the Zoe, I had to pay for charging. Volkswagen too. That's Cindy, that's true. She won't like the vents in here. The vents, the design is too much. It really is. But it drives really nicely. And the sound too. I mean, the last 10 minutes I was driving 163. It's a totally okay speed to drive. It's still comfortable, it's stable. The road and the wind is not doing anything. Very comfortable. Yes, today's a holiday, so I hope that it's not a lot of traffic. And then with the lockdown, I hope I don't see traffic jam in the construction sites, zones. I always say that. 153 kilometers to the charger. What is my... I'm already at 84%, but range it says 287. It will go down. Welcome to my channel, Marty. Do you like that it's front-wheel drive? No, this is a big no-no in this car. All my life I have driven EVs with front-wheel drive and I thought it's okay, it's fine. Then I drove Walter, my ID.3, with rear-wheel drive, and since then that's the only way. It just feels so much better. Out of a corner, the traction. The only downside from a rear-wheel drive is that your regen is a bit limited unless regen uses the friction brakes as well. But if it's only regen with your motor, then a rear-wheel drive cannot have too much regen. Regen in this car is pretty strong, but it's weird. So I don't have it in the strongest regen setting because that setting is weird. I don't think it's noisier than the ID.3. I don't think it's quieter. I think it's pretty the same. It's a bit more comfortable suspension-wise at this speed, but the steering wheel is a bit firmer, but also very stable. And that's the main thing for me. 163 is really top speed of a Mercedes-Benz. Well, if this one, for this one, yes. And GPS speed would be 160 then. Yeah, that can happen with any car maker, that you get a car that's just crappy. That happens. If it happens too often, then this car brand is crap. I don't have a decibel meter and will not use that. That's Björn's thing, because for me that's just too... Really? Well, I usually don't drive 160. Maybe you're not used to that. Maybe it's that. Because after the first charge I will not drive 160 anymore. Amazing start for the stream. 31 people, 17 likes and €3 donation. I drive a bit slower, see what you say then. Now I'm driving 110. Ooh, Jaguar. Look at that. La-di-da. The blinker is extremely loud. The blinking noise. Hey, Adrian. Another Adrian. We have so many Adrian. There's no speed limit here. The car has a top speed limit of 160. It just shows 163 on the speedometer. This road would be very loud, I have to say. Already used 21%. Can I make it? I'm thinking 20% for 35 kilometers. I need another 140. I should make it exactly, huh? Well, there's a construction zone in between that will slow me down. Normal, the top speed is 180. I think it all depends what car it is. I'm pretty sure an AMG Mercedes doesn't have a top speed limit. And even the normal ICE cars from Mercedes, I think, only limited to 250. Is that possible? Can't remember. Average consumption is 380. Assume a speed limit just for a short time. Of course, the Taycan Porsche is made for speed. I was driving in a 911 once. Well, 380 is even more than X40, but I didn't drive 160 constantly and uphill for the first 10 kilometers with the Volvo or the Polestar. A speed limit in a second. Where is it? The car doesn't know yet. Oh, I have no idea how much of the... It depends on the area, how much highway is without speed restriction. It's totally up to the area. I know to Neumarkt, where we go first, there's only speed limit, I thought here, but I think they removed it. There's one in Regensburg for, I would say, 10 kilometers or so. Consumption is 380 right now, but again, up the hill, accelerating and everything. But at this speed, I think when I would go only straight, no acceleration, just staying on the 160, I would say 350. So you can do almost 200 kilometers at top speed. Nah, let's say 180 kilometers. I think that's fine. Top speed. And I have the heat on, don't forget that. I have the heat on 23 degrees. And a seat heater, but it doesn't take anything. I have lane assist and self-steering assist off. I don't need that. Both just annoy the crap out of me. Only if I film, then I take that on. We had 74%. I used 25% for 44 kilometers. It means I can drive another 90, 135, and I have to go 133. But again, there's a 10 kilometer speed limit in between. I think I can make it. I want to arrive with 10% anyways. So this is the plan. Why are there so many trucks? It's a holiday. Are you all essential stuff? Food? something that can break. I mean, this is just fauna, it's just iced tea. That doesn't break. How do you say that? Not break. Best before date is long. Of course Model 3 is better tech and everything, but I try to tell you all the time, it's not all about specs. The Model 3 is a great EV, but I don't enjoy driving it. I'm sorry. I don't. No buttons at all, everything on the screen. People say, yes, you can get used to it. It's true, you can get used to it, but I don't want to. It's not just... Even in my ID3, I want more buttons. I hate that I have to click through 2-3 things to go to one thing, when in here, it's one button. And yes, you pay for the Mercedes name, of course, in here. I don't want the SUV, also that, but I'm sitting more comfortable and the ride is way more comfortable and more stable than in the Model 3. I hate the steering in the Model 3. That's for me my biggest complaint. For this alone, I wouldn't want that car. Cars are not only accelerating in apps. That's true. And charging speed too. I mean, it's the balance and it's the thing what you want. It's all about what you need for your car. What are you doing with the car and whatever. If you want to have fun and accelerate crazy and you want to drive a lot of long trips, get Model 3 Performance. If you only drive in a city, get an e-up or a Twingo. It's all about that. Well, of course, it's an SUV. The drag of this car is way more, even more than my ID3. It's a bit taller, longer, and wider than my ID3. Has a bigger battery, has a lot of buffer. I mean, it's almost 80 kilowatt hour battery, but only 66.5 kilowatt hours can be used. So that's a buffer of 14 kilowatt hours. But you're right, Ron. But also the driving is very subjective. Some people say I want an extremely soft steering wheel. I mean, I drove Polestar 2 and the Volvo XC40. Both have the same drivetrain, the same battery, but they couldn't be any more different when driving. So the steering wheel in the Volvo was just horrible, way too soft. The suspension was way too soft. I was flying around, was not stable, didn't feel nice. And on the opposite, the Polestar 2 performance version was a bit too harsh suspension wise, but the steering wheel was amazing. Yes, yoke steering wheel, it's a gimmick. I wouldn't want it. It's just stupid. I'm sorry. I think the whole thing is the states are fine with it, I guess. To get this in a street legal car. I wouldn't want that in my car, and I don't know if Europe wants that in the car. I think it's just the pay attention to me thing. The same as with the rockets on the Roadster. That's what Tesla does. Look what we can do. I'll give the Model 3 Standard Plus a try, then I'll know better. That's true. It's a great car, Model 3, don't get me wrong. And it's all about what you like and what is your thing. Oh, GoPro, stop recording. I'm recording for the last 17 minutes here. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, turn off. There we go. Oh, we're almost at my normal charger. And it's important because on the other side of the charger where the Twingo ran out of battery, this is the part when we come back where we should have 1,000 kilometers. I measured it with Google Maps, and I think a few hundred meters before the hill up to the charger is where we should hit 1,000 kilometers. The car here will show 1,010 because it's 1% off trip meter. It's what I measured with my Rakobi test. I have 190 kilometers of range. I have 117 to go. We're at 64%. Will be exciting when we are at 50%. Let's film a bit with you. I can reach you even with 160. So here's the normal Ionity charger on the right, where I do usually my Rakobi test, but I changed that route because of the Twingo and because of time. It takes so much time to get here and then go back home. And here on the left is another Ionity charger, and both have triple chargers too. And in a second, on the left was the spot where I ran out of battery. I'm being passed by a Mercedes with 200. Here's the bridge, and there's the SOS pole here on the left, and I was the SOS pole. This is where I stranded with the. They should be around down here. On the right should be solar panels. There are the solar panels, and exactly here. On the way back, here with on the right, the solar panels should be 1,000 kilometers. Now this is cool. I have to do a bit of filming. I've already drove so much. Let's turn on self-driving feature. Thank you. He's destroying my consumption with having to decelerate and accelerate. Hello, but I can test it. It's true. Ooh, this worked. Look at me. But it will only do self-driving features, of course, if I do it in cruise control. Yeah, 160 is the highest you can have it in cruise control. Let's film. Hello. I'm on my way. No, I'm on my way. Already drove 68 kilometers in 28 minutes. Average speed is 146. That's the stuff. I'm driving the top speed constantly. Top speed is at 163. I'm now at 160 because I have the cruise control on and the self steering assist. And I have here in my instrument cluster on the left, I have the trip meter from reset, in the middle from start, on the right my map. And I can also show the normal trip meter that even has 100 meters, because this trip meter here only shows kilometer. Where am I with the state of charge is 59% because I'm driving fast, and it was uphill the first 10 kilometers, and driving uphill with 160 is of course not very efficient. I mean, look at the average consumption. It was higher before. It was 380 before, but now it's 376. Let's go to the first charger in Neumarkt. Another 106 kilometers to go. It says I'm there at 9:14. I started at 7:45. Off. Off. There we go. Everything's off. Ah, the blinker is loud. Oops, so loud. My wife is so interested in space, number of seats, and sliding doors on cars. Then you have to wait a bit. Then only EQV maybe, like Papa Bear and Mama Bear. Would like to see a vid of you trying it. You mean a Tesla Model 3? Yes, Tesla is not giving out press cars. That's the problem. So only private people or rental, and then it costs money. And Model 3 is just old, so nobody would watch it. I have yet to see a review of the Polestar non-performance. Oh, Björn did it. Mercedes-Benz electric cars are amazing vehicles. It's good, Rob. I think they're okay. Skoda out of my way. What is the outside temperature? It's 10.5 degrees. I will charge always with range. I will charge 40 kilometers more range than I need to the next charger. The first charger maybe not so much because I'm driving faster. Right now, I think my average speed will go down after the first charger. Never found out why it conked out the Twingo? No. I emailed Renault about it, and Renault just said our service people with press cars will look at it. No apology, no we're so sorry that this happened, this shouldn't happen, this is a one-time thing. I'm betting on a 5% arrival, we'll see. GPS speed at 163 is 160. It's very close. At 90 GPS, the speedometer shows 92. At 110, 100 it shows 112. At 130 it shows 133. So you're doing the 4,000 kilometer top speed? No, just the first leg, because I'm at 100% and I can afford it. So I can do the first leg, 178 kilometers in top speed. And if I see that I have too much range, for example, if it's only 40 kilometers to a charger and I have 80 kilometers range, I will also speed up, because it's just charging amazing. It charges up, like I said, 110 kilowatt, slows down to 100 kilowatt, but it keeps it 100 kilowatt pretty high, way longer and higher state of charge than the ID3. And even at 80% I had 90 kilowatt, and at 90% I had 69 kilowatt. But after that it drops down to 60. It's a really great charging car, I have to say that. Did anyone try the Glimpse link? There's a Glimpse link in the description. Does it work? So can you see where I am? I'm using it on the other phone. Yeah, I'm back. I can only set the Glimpse to be online for 12 hours max. But it would be nice if somebody can look if it's still working, or if it's working at all, and you can see where I am and what speed I'm doing. That is the interesting part. It is working. Yes, thank you. I'm born 77 as well. Thank you, M2 Meds. See, I'm calling out people. Can see you in Glimpse, and it's working. Doing 98 miles per hour, supposedly. Why is it in miles per hour, 99? It was a German app. The German Glimpse. Maybe you have to change that? Is that possible? Here it says 159 kilometers per hour. Mine says it's in kilometers per hour. Where are we? Tiefenthal? There's the exit. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. Wait, isn't there a speed limit here? Not yet. Did they change that too? There was a speed limit of 120. Here it is. Let's drive 128. It's not speed. Okay, can be changed. See, you can change it from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. Just open it, nothing else, and I'm Australia weird. Cool. Now it should say I'm doing 125 kilometers per hour. I'm not using the app, the website. I'm sure there must be a setting in the website too for metric or imperial. No. Yeah, you know what's weird with this adaptive cruise control is that even on the far distance, so as far as you can set, this is the distance of my ID3 at close. So not very close, but close. Coming out on Birkenstaub, Straub. Well, this is my exit where I usually turn around for my Rakobi test before. When I did Straubing, this is now 30 kilometers away from Straubing. And I turn back from here. Let's put our climate to 22 degrees. I'm at 49%, so I drove 90 kilometers with 50%. That's good. And I only have 87, but again, there are a few slow parts like now and then in Regensburg, and I used a lot of energy in the beginning going uphill. See you later, Xavi. Yeah, at some point I so have to clean the windshield for you guys. Look at that. By the way, if anyone wants to see the interior, there's a camera here, a camera there, there's you as a camera, and another camera here. 4 cameras. Well, another phone could be a camera as well. And it has a panoramic roof. I should open that. Gets a bit brighter in here, right? It's nice. And it has 2 spots and a thing in the middle, like the Model. Does the Model 3 have that too, right? Yeah. So I have this thing here attached from the seat up there, and there's my GoPro. I can film a bit, so it's not always the boring. But I have another camera here that I can turn towards me. You missed 92 kilometers in 38 minutes. Yes, I had the Mini Cooper. There's a whole playlist. Mini Cooper has been tested. You can check it out. I did Rakobi test, range test. No, I didn't do too much with the Mini Cooper because wasn't my wife sick or something? There was something going on. I had it for 2 weeks. Just go on my channel to playlists. To everyone who just joined, there's a glimpse link in the description. You can see where I am right now, what speed I'm doing. And it works. I like the Mini Drive better than my... I mean, no space, very harsh ride, extremely harsh ride. You feel a stone on the tarmac. The power is great. You feel like, oh my god, there's a lot of power, even though it's not too much. But front wheel drive, you feel out of control. I don't like it at all. I only want rear wheel drive. 82 kilometers go, 123 kilometers of range. And now we're getting into the construction zone of Regensburg. What? You'd arrive at Georgia, please can you clean the windshield? I will try, you have to remind me. I know, that's summer. it's not my Twingo. Oh, thank you, MH. €5. Good luck and drive safe. Greetings from Regensburg. Ooh, I'm almost at Regensburg. Almost there. You know where I am anyways. Check the glimpse. We can meet up at the Neumarkt charger. Thank you. No, it's not my Twingo. I get press cars. So I contact the press department of car manufacturers. Say I'm well, which is true. I'm a journalist. I want to test your car for my YouTube channel, and they decide if it's worth it because it costs money for them, because a company is delivering the press car to my home or my work address, and they're picking it up as well. And of course, it costs money to do that, and so they're only doing it when they think, okay, we get what we want. He can test our cars, and the more cars I get, of course, the more the Bachel. Morgen, Georg. He said he's gonna come by and say hello, and then he's gonna go. It's okay. Almost Regensburg. What I was saying, so the press cars are then delivered to me. I have them for 2 weeks, and then they're picked up again. I had one car. What was it? I only had for a week. Was it the I think it was the BMW i3S. I only had the car for a week. I think so. Can't remember. Yeah, and I'm full till the end of June. When this car is done, the next day I get the Peugeot E2008. After that I get the Kia e-Niro. After that I get the MG ZS EV. And after that I get an ID4. I'm asking Hyundai the whole time for an Ioniq 5 to do the first full range test, but no luck so far. BMW i4 is ugly. Yeah, I'm also not a fan of the grille, but I get it. I see, I'm looking for an electric car to replace my Dacia Sandero, but sadly I cannot find one that would have cheaper running costs and is capable of driving from Münster to Vienna in less than 20 hours. ID4 GTX, no. Volkswagen, most car makers are very late when it comes to press cars. So how it works is, they first reveal the car, world premiere, then journalists can go and just look at the car. But even with Corona, even this is off. So right now you only see those digital world premieres where they just show a video on a specific time. And that's it, like with Ioniq 5, Kia EV6, or now with the ID4 GTX. They just show a video. And a bit later, there's then a media drive where usually some journalists are invited to drive the car for the first time and look at the car, drive it, and see how it's behaving. But with Corona, that number of journalists is also decreasing, so they only do it for a day, and then only maybe 10 journalists or so, and then I'm not one of those because I'm too small. I was only invited media drive to the ID4, Volkswagen, and Volvo XC40, and then after that takes a few months, and then it's a press car. And with the EQA here, I was just lucky that it was available as a press car so early, because they revealed this car I think in January, and then in March they already told me I can have it in the end of April. It's only 3.5 months. It's pretty fast. Volkswagen is way later. Volkswagen was ID4 was revealed in December, media drive was in mid of December, and the first press cars were out in June, or out in June. Hello everyone, who is that? This young Igat. I'm sure I said that horribly. I apologize. My speed is going down. When you're getting EQS, I asked Mercedes about EQS. It's the same thing. First, it's the marketing department. They have to decide who gets the car. That means that only people with way more influence. Watching here from the Philippines with love. That's cute. What was I saying? and then only that have a real influence get the car EQS, and then when the marketing department is done with the car, then it goes to the press department as a press car, and then it's also the order of who's has more influence. And with influence I really mean big newspaper, a lot of subscribers, a lot of following, influencers and stuff like this. So I'm always late. So EQS, if I even get the car, I never got the Porsche Taycan because I'm too small. I don't know if I will ever get the EQS, but if, then not earlier than in 6 months or so. So very long time. Size doesn't matter. That says someone who has good size. Uh, uh, uh. That's Regensburg construction site. Zone every time. 70 kilometers to go, 115 kilometers of range, so no problem. But I will accelerate in a second when this is all gone. I will for sure have many construction zones, as always, because hello, what would we do without construction? Good morning from Regensburg. The second one from Regensburg. That's fun. It is fun. There's nobody driving. Just standing around the BMW. Would you buy EQS? No. It's way too expensive for what it is. I don't need that amount of luxury. I don't need that range. I don't need the size. All of this. Average speed go today, I hope, faster than my ID3. I want to beat 10 hours 34 minutes. Yeah, it will be for another few years, this construction. Do you think the consumption of EQA is too high? It is way higher than my ID3, but it's an SUV and it has only front wheel drive, and I heard that the motor is also not very efficient. I think that's the problem here. If you get a chance at next charging stop, clean your front windshield, please. Yeah, I heard that twice. You have to remind me, please. Please remind me when I'm charging in 68 kilometers. What about Audi e-tron GT? Audi doesn't like me at all. I contacted Audi. They said, please send us all your information, subscribers, your website and everything, and I sent them everything, and then said sorry, we are not willing to work with you. So I'm not getting a car from Audi. But Mercedes said that the same, but they clearly said just openly, hey, sorry, but you have not enough subscribers for us. Doesn't make sense. Maybe later. And then I had 5,000 subscribers, and then they said okay. This car with the options that I have costs 65,000 euros. This is expensive. It has so many options that nobody needs. There's a lot of stuff in here that's not needed. I spec'd an EQA on the Mercedes website in a way that looked more interesting to me, and it costs 10 to 12,000 euros more than an ID3 in the same configuration. Change that. Something happened here. There's a different layout now. Isn't it strange that this EQA, which has never newer platform from EQA, seen many compromises in many matters? 40? I doubt that it's 40 here. Isn't it 100? Today's route is to Dresden and back. That should be 1,000 kilometers. I don't know the speed limit here. I think it's 100. Car thinks it's 40, which is wrong. Range is comparable to 93. I think the Volkswagen is a better deal. I think so too. But some people want Mercedes. They want the features that this car is giving them. There are more features here. You can tow 750 kilograms, morning photo storm. You can have a roof rack. You have memory seats. What else? You have the augmented reality part in the display. You have traffic light in display. You have surround 360-degree camera. It's all stuff, except for the augmented reality part, that you cannot have in an ID3. And maybe this is your thing. You want that. And you're okay with paying more. Model S 90D, I'm planning to drive from London to Munich once this Corona thing is over. You will have no problem with that with the supercharger network. Not at all. You will just do fine. And even with Ionity, I planned a trip to London once from my home, and even Ionity was 200 or even less kilometers away from each other. That's true. That's awesome. One should take a while to set the car up with all these options. No, they have more options than in the ID3. That's true, but they have packages to make it all easier. So you can say I want the highest package, and then just everything is included. Oh, thank you. I tried a Model S before. I tried a Model S 70D, and that's it. Now we drive top speed. 105 kilometers of range, 61 to go to the charger. 150. Ooh, it's a bit wet. Yeah, the summer tires, 20-inch that I'm driving right now, 235. Of course, are not amazing for construction. I don't think they look very well, so they think it looks good, but it doesn't. I will make a video of everything in here. This is a big deal. I want to show the augmented reality part in the display, the traffic light. I want to show the instrument cluster, everything that you can do, because there's so many options in the instrument cluster. It's amazing. And the infotainment system as well. Yeah, the windshield is extremely dirty now. Fast. It's 160 now. Yeah, that focus on the dirt more than on the road. The camera of the phone. Answered. Take your time. Yeah, when you get too close to a car, it thinks you're driving into the car, it beeps, and it tightens your seatbelt. But really, when you're 2 meters away, it's a bit too sensitive. I don't know where that is. I looked around, but I was too lazy to find it because it doesn't happen too often. But still. Model S on the other side, in black. Again, please remind me when we are at the charger to clean the windshield, especially the part where you look out, which is a big part. We'll have to do it at every stop. And I want to do a timing, how long it took to get off the highway and then back on the highway with charging. So how many minutes off from the highway? That's another stat I want to include in the video. Being passed by an Audi. Average speed right now is 135. Put on a bit of music. Not too loud. But the average speed should go up for this leg. It was above 147, but the construction zone slowed me down, of course. But now I'm driving top speed for the next 50 kilometers. And then we'll see where we are then. Consumption is 345. I think that's okay with the speeds I'm doing. I'm at 32%. I drove 126 kilometers, 50 to go to the charger. By the way, in your screen, the thing on the left, that's the head-up display. The what's in the dashboard. And of course the right thing is all air vent. And the one in front is the speaker. It has a lot of speakers. Even in the ceiling in the back there are 2 speakers. The sound is okay, not fantastic. I find it a bit diffuse, so it sounds like it's not coming from everywhere, and I can't point out where it's coming from. I don't like that. 60 people, 40 likes. €8 donation, thank you. It's significantly faster than Twingo. It's true. That is true. I hope so. Where's my navigation? The navigation, by the way, already also shows with what percentage you will arrive. It says I will arrive with 15%. I doubt that. 41 likes, that's true, thank you. I don't want to play Antennebahn anyways. Look, no way, man. Ooh, a bit of a corner at 160. I have the lights on. I'm not driving with daylights on the highway with 160. I want to be seen. Good morning. Radio Bob. Radio power play. At this speed you can hear the music anyways, eh? Are you enjoying driving this fast? With this car, yes. There are cars when you drive fast, it's not comfortable. XC40 Volvo is an example. When you drive 150, 160, it's just too soft suspension that you jump around, and the steering was too soft that you don't feel in control. Then it's not nice. But with my ID3, with a Polestar, and with this car, even at 160, the steering wheel is not moving by itself. Always lights in Norway, that's good. In Germany not. But I want the lights on the highway, just to be sure. 68 people, 47 likes. €8 donation, I repeat stuff. And for the people who joined, there's a glimpse link in the description. You can see where I am and what speed I'm doing. I hope it still works. 75 people and 50 likes. What the hell? Is everybody waking up at 8:45? I started at 7:45. I didn't want to wait 50 minutes around just to be lazy to calculate a bit. What's 1, 2? Ah, a half. That's what it means. Working. Yes, Glimpse is working fine. That's good. You can the shovel guy can come up to me and hit me with his shovel. He knows where I am. But you know it anyways where I charge. I charge the same charges I did that I did with my ID 3000 kilometer and with the Model 3000 kilometer. So it's all Ionity. First Neumarkt, then Himmelkron, then Altenburger Land Süd, then Dresdner Tor North, then Altenburger Land North, and then again the same thing back, Himmelkron, Neumarkt, and then shortly before Ionity Straubing, I should have the 1,000 kilometers. Happy almost Saturday from Seattle. Hey, you're up late. Cool seeing Germany as well, and wind turbines near highway. Yes, they're only here at the highway, so people think they're everywhere. They're more in the northern, so at the North Sea and East Sea, not here. Consumption is 347, but average speed is 137. I'm pinning the whole time. Constant consumption is over 50 because it's a bit uphill here. Avoid further charging stops. Tap here to select Eco. No. Ah, because we're at 23%. The car complained. Good morning from South Africa. Good morning from Germany. What's the temperature? 8 degrees right now. It was 10 degrees before. It will change around. It should get 18 degrees today. I have the heat on at 23 degrees. Seat heater is now off. I don't think it has to do too much, the heating. 1% of the consumption is heat, 3% other consumers. The rest is driving. I'm at 22%. How fast am I going? You can check my Glimpse link. Average voltage battery reserve level. That's a bit weak. Reserve level. The battery is now orange. I'm at 22%. Why would the 22%? Maybe it's 50 kilometers. 50 kilometers of range, 22%. Only 32 kilometers to the charger. Welcome to Belgium. Hey. Trondheim. I hope Björn is doing well on his 1,000 kilometer drive with the Lexus. I'm guessing he will take longer than me. Almost at 20%, but only 30 kilometers to go, and I have a range of 49. Oh, 45 charging stops. It's complaining the whole time. Wants me in eco mode. At 21%. Why would you want me in eco mode? Lexus is disappointing. Yeah, it's their first EV. The same as the Mazda. I don't get the point. I asked for a press car, but they didn't reply too much. And then at some point I thought it's true. Why would I? Go catch the football match at 4 a.m. What else to do than to watch football at 4 a.m. Enjoy. 20%, 44 kilometers of range, 28 to the charger, 19%. Yeah, the wiping in the rear is totally weird in this car. Björn will start in 10 minutes. So late. What's interesting is that EQA, an all-wheel drive EQA will have more range than the front-wheel drive. PMS monitor at the back. Ah, maybe it's time to slow down. It's the Twingo all over again. Not yet. 26 kilometers to go. I will slow down at the end. I want to arrive with around 10 kilometers, 5%. This is a test. This is a Mercedes EQA for 65,000 euros. It should handle driving 160 at 18%. And if it can't handle that, it should slow me down and say, okay, turtle mode, let's slow the car down or something. And there's construction anyways. I will have to slow down in a second. See, 120. Oh, it's a great song. Hear that again? 'Do you got an idea for a very around truck here with 200 kilometers range and 1 hour charging? I don't know the question. I understand the question. If I know an EV that can do all of this? 90 people, 54 likes. What's happening? No, that's my own playlist. This is from Epidemic Sound. I pay monthly fee and then I get copyright music. I should update the list though. – 17%, 39 kilometers of range, 21 to go. What are you doing? Standing around, not driving? Not speeding, by the way. Really not speeding. Consumption so far is 343 and I drove the top speed most of the time. I would say only top speed and without acceleration and slowing down it would be 340. Good morning, Chris from Sweden. When this pandemic is over, I'm going to Germany again. Munich and South. That's good, do that. My budget is limited. Then you should wait. If your budget is limited, either E-Up, that's a good budget car, or wait. Wait 1-2 years. EVs will get better every year. More range, more charging speed, better battery, and lower costs. Ooh, and I see in the seems to have some road noise in the cabin. No, it's really quiet in here. this is just a horrible road, and I'm driving over this white line here, and it sounds like this. The road noise is very good. I would say on par, not e-tron level or I-Pace, but on par with my ID3. I'm very happy. Look at that SQ8. What a monstrosity of a car. This is not a car. Look, and I'm doing full throttle and I'm not even in sport mode. I can keep up with him, but who knows if he's accelerating full. Oh, that's my top speed. At 160 it's a bit louder in here, of course. Okay. I should have... How can I arrive at 20%? It's not possible when I'm at 17. Cancel the stupid... Yeah, don't buy a Leaf. That's just old tech. Don't do that. 32 kilometers of range. Ooh, I'm almost there. Is that true? Nah. Now it wants me to charge in 2 kilometers. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going out there. At 14 kilometers to go. I have 30 kilometers of range, so I will slow a bit down, not fully, just a bit. Thank you, Robbie. It's not 30 kilometers. Ah, now it wants to go to the... It's stupid. The car attached a charging station itself to the trip, and since I drove by the charger, it now wants to go back to the charger. Not doing that. Yeah, Neumarkt in der Oberpfalz, that's our exit. Almost there. Should be 13 kilometers to the exit. But downhill we can drive 150. It should be fine. God, it's freaking out here. Turn you off. You're annoying. Yes, there was a... I mean, I'm doing it today because it's a holiday in Germany, May 1st, and tomorrow it should rain the whole day everywhere. No eco drive today, no. As fast as possible, drive 1,000 kilometers. I want to beat my ID3's time of 10 hours and 34 minutes. We'll see. Higher consumption, of course. But it's charging better. Next thing should be when I'm at the charger 107 kilometers, so I charge to 150 kilometers of range. Go watch my latest Polestar video. Thank you. I had my Polestar for 3 weeks now. It rules. Polestar is a great car. Almost there. Where are we? About 10%. I can go faster. Almost there. Yeah. Speed limit 120. It's for all-wheel drive. Also ignoring just amazing. They said, yeah, it is. Polestar rules. I will get that car. Non-performance, and of course all-wheel drive. I'm at 9%, 21 kilometers of range, and we should be there in a... I had to stop the trip because we're almost there. Oh, now it's reserve level charge high. I get warning, battery warning at 9%. Did it go in eco mode? No, it's still in comfort mode. We have to go off here in 4 kilometers. Almost there. Is there always a speed limit here? No, I have not seen Sandy's video. It's way too technical for me. He goes under the hood and says why it's efficient or not efficient, and I don't care. I have to say, I want to drive it. If it is not efficient, it doesn't do what I want it to do. I don't want to know why. I'm not going to change that myself. It's just not the car for me. How do you spray? Ah. I pressed the wrong button. I flashed that guy in front of me. Did that do something? Almost there. And we go fast to the charger now. Just to see. Almost there. A kilometer. Nah, not passing that car now. Should I? Yeah, because we have fun. I still have no power limit. I have 100% power at 8% or whatever I am. I did my 160. And I cleaned the windshield pretty well, huh? What I just did. I think it's okay. Click this button here. Energy flow, where are we? 9%. I hammered. But I think it's copyrighted by Björn. A blinker, a horrible sound. Really horrible. So, have to charge, clean the windshield, have to pee, have to film a bit. Oh, I didn't... of course I forgot to press the timer to see how long I'm off the highway. So, 30 seconds more. Damn it. 110 kilowatt is the maximum for this car. And I've seen it at 109, I think. God, I was jumping a bit. Ooh, there's an ID3 charging. Look at him, he's cleaning his windshield as well. Let's charge. Yeah, and clean the windshield.